All right, so sometimes you'll get an assignment in Schoology, right? You can see here in Getting to Know You, this little folder right here, 818, says Getting to Know You. This is an assignment. It's got the little pencil with a line underneath it. And this is where you can turn in a submission normally, like if you had a PDF, or like you can see here, this attachment that's on the top here, this worksheet. This is where you would send this out to Notability. You'd work on it and then send it back into submissions. You'll see our other video for that one. That's when you're making a submission to the assignment. Now, in an art class, we're also going to give you an occasion to put your artwork into this thing called a media album. And you can see underneath 818 Getting to Know You, that little pencil with a line, you'll see a folder with an image on it, and that is a media album. And what that means is that's an album where you can put your artwork so that everyone in the class can see it. So I'm going to show you how to add something to that media album right now, and then also how to comment on a piece that is in that media album, which is going to be an extra step in there. All right, so first of all, if I click on that media album like so, I can see all this great artwork that everybody has in their media album. So I can share, I can look at it, I can react and all that. Now to add mine, in the upper right hand corner of your iPad, I'm just going to hit this arrow, this plus, and I'm going to say choose from library. I am going to look at my images here and try to find what I've got. Let's go to recents, I guess. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to find my picture. I'm going to hit the check mark. And then I'm going to check it again. And then here it is. So there could be a time during the assignment I'm going to ask you to put your name on it so I can identify that it is you, like so. There are some assignments when I'll tell you, like this post-it note assignment, you don't have to put your name on it if you want to be anonymous. That's fine. I'm going to click that button again, and then off it goes. So now there's my little post-it poster right there. And I can totally comment, or I can look at it, I can share it out with everybody else, and everybody else can see it. Now, the problem is there's going to come a time when I'm going to ask you to make a comment on it. So if I click on that post, all I see is the name, and I see that post itself, right? If I tap on it again, that other stuff goes away. I tap on it again, here I am. But there's no comments on it. And I'm going to ask you to make a comment on different people's artwork inside this system here, inside this media album. So to do that, you're going to actually need to go to Schoology through Safari. So what that means is that this is the Schoology app, right? So when I start my iPad, I click on this S for Schoology. This is where it takes me into this app. What I'm going to ask you to do is think about using Schoology through the Safari browser, which is this little guy here, the compass, right? So what you can do is go in your browser window, open a new window, which is that little plus over here, if you don't know where that is, right there. And I'm going to say d211.schoology.com, just like that. And I'm going to hit go. So here we go. So this takes me right out to the sign-in sheet that you guys should know. So here I'm going to, my stuff is already in here, so I'm going to put it in. But you would put in your login information, and it's going to take you right to this page. So now we're in Schoology, but we're seeing a much more advanced version of Schoology, which I think is much easier to use actually. So while I'm here, I'm going to go to this the box with the arrow sticking out of the top, and I'm going to add a bookmark. There we go. You can title it whatever you want. Home Schoology is fine with me. There's the address right there. It could be in favorites, which is fine. That's fine with me, and I'm going to say save. So now when I click on this little bookmarks guy here, I can see Schoology down at the bottom. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Right there in the bottom. So now whenever I come to Safari, I can just click on that Schoology guy and it'll take me right there. All right, so now when I go to my courses and I go to our class here, and then I'm going to go to Getting to Know You, and then there you can see it, the icons look a little bit different. There's the assignment, there's the media. I'm going to click on the media album. And now in here, if I click on my picture, I have some more options. And if I look at the bottom here, I can see this. There you go. I'm a vegetarian. Period. Post. So there we go. I just made a little comment to myself on there. If I don't like my image too, I can go to this little gear right here and I can hit the delete button, and that will also delete my image if I make a mistake. Whereas in the app, it was just sort of in there and you were stuck with it in there unless the administrator took it down. So there you go. So then if you go back to the Schoology app, you will not be able to see those comments. You'll only be able to see them in the Schoology Safari browser. All right, thanks a lot.